expensive is run by a bunch of investment bankers. Morningstar's tools can help make quick.
Welkom bij Morningstar. Vandaag praat ik met Oliver Kettlewell, fondsanalist bij Morningstar, over Latijns-Amerikaanse fondsen en waarom u zou moeten beleggen in de regio. Oliver, welcome.
Thanks, Peter.
So, Oliver, maybe it's good for investors who are looking for Latin America to kind of give an overview of the most important characteristics of the region compared, for example, to other emerging markets.
Yeah, the Latin American region tends to be sort of driven by global demand for raw materials. If you like, it's a resource-rich region. You can think of maybe copper mining companies from Chile or oil and gas offshore companies off the coast of Brazil. This tells you that the region's fortune is largely dependent on global demand for raw materials.
So, in terms of asset allocation, investors investing in a Latin American fund will experience a higher allocation towards energy and commodity-driven sectors.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, I took a look at the typical fund in the category, and about half the allocation of the typical fund is to sectors such like energy, industrials, materials, consumer goods.
More risky sectors.
Exactly. These are cyclically sensitive sort of sectors, so they're going to sort of outperform sort of more general broader equity markets in up markets, but they're probably going to underperform in down markets as well.
So with this higher risk in mind, has the category paid off for investors over the longer time in the past?
Yeah, thankfully they have. I took a look at this category and compared it to sort of other popular emerging market categories such as emerging Europe and Asia Pacific ex-Japan, and the Latin American category has outperformed on a long-term basis. It's also outperformed the sort of global emerging market category. But however, at Morningstar, we still think that if investors want exposure to Latin American equity, they're best coupling it with an Asia Pacific emerging market and also a European emerging market because of the sort of regional specific risks that there are with the region.
So you regard Latin American funds or the Latin American region as a good region to invest in, of course, within the right portfolio setting. Is there any fund that you particularly like in this region?
At the moment, we favour ING Latin America. It's got our superior rating, and that's the second highest rating we have at Morningstar.
And why is this a superior fund in your opinion? What stands out? The process, the people, the price? What are you looking at?
In terms of the investment process, they're not doing anything particularly unique. It's earnings growth and valuation they're looking at. I think the way it stands out is the portfolio managers. They have two portfolio managers here. Both of them have more than 15 years experience of investing in the Latin American region. And over that period, that covers many Latin American crises, for example, the Mexican peso crisis, the Argentinian debt default in the last decade. So they've got good experience sort of managing a fund through difficult, turbulent times in the region. And lastly, they've got several analysts located in the region, in the Latin American region. And that differs to some other funds in the category that don't have analysts based in Latin America.
That sounds like a recipe for success. Has it also paid off over the past years?
Yes, the long-term record is good. It's got above average returns compared to the category since it was inceptioned in the mid-1990s. The current fund managers have only been there since February this year, but they were also fund managers from 1997 to 2004. And also many of the current analysts based in Brazil have been at the fund for quite a while. So the current setup of the team is actually accountable for this good long-term record.
Oliver, thank you very much. Wilt u meer weten over beleggen in Latijns-Amerika, dan kunt u het volledige rapport van Oliver nalezen op de Morningstar website. En daarnaast vindt u ook commentaren, artikelen en dergelijke op onze website. Dank u wel voor het kijken.
Run by investment bankers. Morningstar's tools can help make quick.